Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, True Crime Files. I'm your host, Kathy. Before I start reading, my voice is going to go every single time. Please like and share this channel. It will help me to get into the YouTube's algorithm, and then my videos can be shown more across the country. I haven't got a video news on this. Gosh, the green screen's awful, isn't it? I'll try and stay still, then it won't move too much. This doctor, you would expect to trust doctors, wouldn't you? But in this case, it seems to be you can't trust a doctor. I will carry on reading the news. There's no video for this. I've tried looking, but there's no video news on this one, so I'll just read it. It's from the press release CPS in Wessex. Sexual health doctor is sentenced after assaulting and secretly filming patients for his own sexual gratification. A doctor who exploited patients by sexually assaulting them and secretly filming them during the routine examinations has been sentenced to 6 years in prison. Now, I think anyone that does that type of thing should have a longer term in prison. Dr. Timothy Girling, age 55, of West Moseley, Surrey, carried out intimate physical examinations at a medical centre in Bournemouth. During one appointment, he conducted a sexual health examination that went far beyond what is clinically required, touching a patient's genitals without consent. Now, you put your trust in these doctors when you have to go under examinations. Like most of us, we've probably gone loads of times to doctors and we've had to undress, and you cringe at the thought of someone that you don't really know is going to be touching parts of your body. The patient believed at this time it was part of the medical procedure and trusted Dr. Girling was acting in a professional manner. Well, he wasn't, was he? At a later appointment, the same victim heard the sound of a mobile phone beginning to record from behind the curtain, and he saw the iPhone partially concealed in Girling's pocket. It beggars belief. And in future, I think when I go and see a doctor and I have to undress, I think I'm going to be looking out for phones in pockets and etc. Because, like, I had to go through a lot of topless examinations last year because they discovered I had breast cancer and it had spread to one of the lymph nodes. So, and then I had to have radiotherapy for like a month every single day. And every single day I had to take my top off, you know. So my girls have been out there. Many people have seen my little girlies. So yeah, just throw some light mood into this story. So yeah, so prosecutors proved his crimes were not isolated incidents, but part of a wider pattern of a horrific pattern abuse. When officers examined Girling's phone, they found intimate images of other patients, including one man who had attended the clinic for a course over a year. Excuse me, I'll just get a drink. Yeah, so this patient had been visiting him for over a year. The investigations also uncovered instances of Girling encouraging a patient to send intimate images by email. Who in their right mind would send like intimate photographs or videos to a doctor via email? You would you would have to be severely stupid, because once it's out there on the internet, you never know where it's going to land up. And he's also probably sharing all the images with someone else as well, or selling them. But anyway, Lucy Paddock from the Crown Prosecution Service said a doctor's duty is to care for patients, not to exploit them. And Timothy Girling repeatedly violated that fundamental trust. These sexual offences carried out under guise of legitimate medical practice were deeply calculated. He manipulated, vulnerable individuals and exploited them in clinical settings, a place where they should have felt safe and secure. In court, we showed how he used his professional position to facilitate these offended and secretly recorded intimate examinations. We hope these convictions demonstrate that such abuse of authority will robustly prosecuted by the Crown Prosecution Service. Further investigations uncovered a secretly recorded video of another young patient filmed without consent during a brief appointment. So he's done this for a long time, and I hope anyone that sees this YouTube video have never, ever seen this doctor. He's going to be struck off for life. He'll be on sexual register and all sorts of things. Dorset police also recovered covert intimate recordings from inside Girling's home address. These videos had no medical purposes and they were taken solely for his own sexual gratification. Why doesn't he just get a bloody girlfriend? Mind you, knowing what he is, you wouldn't want to be going out with him. After being convicted by a jury of the voyeurism offences, Girling later pleaded guilty to 3 counts of making indecent images of children. Oh my God, this just gets worse. Oh, Christ. A number of these were included in a Category A photographs of the most serious possible were found on his laptop. This man, I'm sorry about my opinions. When I read these sort of things, they really do my head in, and I do get affected by what people do. You wouldn't have a heart if you didn't get affected by what people do. Detective Constable Kit Little. Oh, my bloody dyslexia. I see a word, I know what it is, and it doesn't come out the way it is on the screen. So start that sentence again. Detective Constable Kit Little of Dorset Police added Timothy Girling was in a position of trust as a sexual health doctor and exploited this by inappropriately touching and making recordings of his victims. We have worked tirelessly with the initial report was first made in August 2023 to investigate Girling's offending to identify further victims were possible to bring him to justice. This would not have been possible without the strength and courage of the victims who supported our investigations and the court process to ensure Girling was ultimately held account. Well, if any of you are watching this and you were the victim and you helped to bring Girling to justice, well done on you. I hate to think the drama you're going through, and having to go relive all that again. And, going forward, you're probably not going to trust another bloody doctor again. But if you are watching this or reading this with me, I am really sorry that this has happened to you. I really am. And well done to you for having the strength to say something. If you see something, say something. That is the most important thing you can give advice to anybody. So the prosecution people said, I want to thank them all, as well as the health service involved who have supported our comprehensive investigation. So Girling was convicted to 6 years in prison, which should have been much longer. 3 counts of sexual assault, contrary to Section 3 of Sexual Offences Act 2003. 6 counts of voyeurism contrary to Section 67 of the Sexual Offences Act 2003. 1 count of attempted voyeurism contrary to Section 67 of the Sexual Act Offences 2003. 3 counts of making indecent images of children contrary to Section 1 of the Protection of Children Act 1978. Lucy Paddock was the District Crown Prosecutor for CPS Wessex. So, yeah. So, another man behind bars. If you could like and subscribe this video and share it, I would really appreciate that, because it goes into the YouTube's algorithms. And if you want to place a comment in the comment section, feel free to. I read every single comment that I get on my videos, and I also reply to every single comment as well. So your time's not wasted by putting in the comment. I'd like to know, I'd like to know where people are from. So in the comment section, just put where you're from and that. So I really appreciate everybody listening to me. Dyslexia can make things hard. You know, I normally have to always explain about my dyslexia in videos because people might think that I'm a bit stupid, you know, and why am I bothering to try and read things? But if you've got dyslexia, you know you've got a word in your head or you see a word on paper, but when you speak it, it doesn't come out the way you want it. So, but I'm hoping it's going to get better. I'm not going to let dyslexia get the better of me. I'm better than any illnesses that I've got, you know. So I beat cancer twice so far. My first cancer was at COVID time and it was on my back, and it was called a lymphoma cancer, which was quite rare where it was situated, and I survived that. And then I'm a breast cancer warrior too. So, you know, I'm on medication daily for 5 years, which is meant to prevent it from coming back. Yeah, so it was a complete shock though last year when I discovered it, because it was just accidental. But I'll do another video on that another time. No one needs to know all my personal bits and pieces, but I just let you know why sometimes my words don't say what they mean. Okay then, right. Thank you very much in advance, and see you on the next video.